and we have a guest that's joining us. She's an amazing nurse. She's as in, she's somebody that I've connected with some months back, and she has taken my course in the past before. And then she reminded me this morning that she actually took my speaking course in the past, because I commented on how she looked, that she looked really amazing. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll be having on board Nurse Blessing Adesuyi. She's a registered nurse, she's a registered midwife, and she's been working for quite a lot of years. So today she'll be sharing with us how she got on board working as a career person, as a working class person. There are actually challenges related to coming on board, right? There are challenges related to finishing nursing, picking up your certificate to look for jobs, right? And then finally landing the kind of job that you want, that will really bring out the skill and the talent inside of you, those skills you've learned in school, and then you see that, oh, you can bring it down to the table. Because there are some times when you work and you're employed in a job that does not let you bring your skills to the table. For instance, you went to college of nursing, or you went to college of midwifery, and then you finished, and then you got a job with an NGO that has nothing to do with midwifery, that has nothing to do with children or pregnant women. You feel like you are off, totally off. So today, Nurse Blessing Adesuyi will be sharing with us her experience coming on board to become a career woman, getting a new job, and how she found a very first set of jobs as a midwife. Welcome on board, Nurse Blessing Adesuyi. It's good to have
Thank
you
you.
in the studio today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for honoring this invitation. And we are sorry about the hiccups, the little hiccups. The way Nigeria is galloping. Some of us are galloping after it, but I believe that will be fine. So share with us, how did it feel when you, let's start from when you newly graduated. How did the first 1 week go? Like when you got your result and discovered that, yes, I am now a registered midwife. How did you feel?
Hmm. Thank you, Adesua Oni, for this opportunity. Once again, my name is Taiwo Adesuyi. When I finished midwifery, wow, I felt, I don't know, it was an amazing experience, anyways, because we started, as in, I never knew I'm going to graduate, because when I got to that place, it was a new environment, it was
Wow.
a new tribe. I'm from Ekiti State, and I did my midwifery in Edo State. So you should
Oh,
understand how I'm going to feel, because it was strange to me, everybody
wait, what took
calling
you to
me
Edo
Yoruba.
State in the first place?
I wanted
What?
to change the environment. I wanted to change the environment. My primary school, secondary school was in Ekiti State, and I decided to, go outside Ekiti State for that.
Okay,
That was what took me to Edo State, and I
okay.
enjoyed the experience actually. So when I
Oh,
finished my midwifery, after our midwifery back then, about 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago now, we
hmm.
were told that we are going to be deployed to any state in the country, to reduce maternal mortality. It was a program by midwife service scheme then. So they deploy
Okay, I
midwives
remember.
to
MSS.
MSA. So when we finished, I was deployed to Jigawa State. Oh my
Ah,
God. That place, it was, oh my God, I don't even know what to say, because there was language barrier moving from my state now to another place entirely, with different religion, different
wow.
culture, and there was huge language barrier. I won't lie to you,
Wow,
because it was
wow.
very difficult to interact with these people. But God on our side, we were able to push
But
through.
Jigawa is a
Now,
Hausa speaking state. Did you learn Hausa while you were there?
yeah, I learned, I learned, so because I had to consult. They don't understand. The village I was, they don't understand any Turanchi. They
Oh
don't
my
understand English at
God.
all.
Any
So I have to
Turenchi?
learn
I know
how to
that Turenchi
speak.
you just said. That's English.
Yeah. I got a note. I got a book to write, so that I'll be able to get what they are saying actually. So it
Hmm.
was a nice experience, and coupled with the fact that I just graduated from school,
Hmm.
there was no experience at all. All those skills that we've learned now, it's now time
Mm.
for us to practice them. It
Mm-hmm.
was not at all, because the
I
people that
can
were supposed to
imagine.
go, they don't really understand their English like that. So it was very difficult for us to interact with them. So it's
Hmm.
not us now trying to bring what we have been taught in school to
Hmm.
practice. And
Wow.
it was not like learning on the job.
Hmm.
I could remember one experience while I was a student midwife. There was this woman that had anencephaly. She did a
Hmm.
scan at 19 weeks and she was induced
Wow.
to deliver the baby. And they told me to deliver this woman. I was a student. I don't know. I think I was in year two then.
That was
So
your
I was
first delivery
scared.
or your first deliveries
My
after midwifery school.
first delivery. First delivery.
Anencephaly
No, no, no. While I was in school as a student midwife now.
as a student
I'm telling
midwife.
you, my first delivery. When the woman delivered this
Ah,
thing,
that would have been very
yes.
scary.
And when I'm telling you, I was so scared. I didn't know that they were preparing me for something actually. So when I took that delivery, I was scared because I don't know, but at the same time I was happy because it was what we were taught in class. So I've been able to see it.
Hmm.
And we
Hmm.
were told I will not see it again. Now, where am I going to? When I got to Jigawa State,
Hmm.
there was this particular delivery I took. It
Hmm.
was breech delivery. Oh my God. I
Wow.
was so glad I'm taking breech delivery for the first
Ah.
time. But then,
Ah.
something that happened though, when the baby came out, we delivered to the buttocks. Now, remaining the head, the baby
Eh.
just bump. There was no head. It was
Wow.
an Akefali. I remembered while I was a
Hey.
student. I now
Wow.
said, "Oh, so this is what they were preparing me for." You know, it was as if
Ah.
they've seen the future that is one of the things I'm going to face. Because if I've not seen that, I'll be scared. But because I've had the experience while I was a student,
Me that
I
have
was
been a midwife for how many years now? Since 2013 to now is what? How many years? That's 12 years. I've never seen an encephaly. My dear sister, I've never
so,
seen an encephaly. Teaching hospital for that
so
matter that
that's
I
it.
trained. Hmm, hmm.
You know,
Wow.
they told me that
It's
it's
rare,
rare
it's rare,
condition,
it's
and
rare. Yeah.
I was a student, I was told that I may not see it again. But then
Yeah.
since that time, I've not
Till
seen it again.
now. Yeah.
Not
Hmm.
seen it again.
I
So
hope you called
it
your
was.
friends. I hope you call your nurse friends and your midwife friends to come and
I
see.
snapped it on my phone. It was on my phone. I called my friend. I saved it all to be showing people that look at it. Oh, I've delivered this thing again.
But
The first
how
one
did
I
the
did as a
mother
student.
feel? How did the parents feel? The
Ah,
husband, the woman herself? I believe that that feeling must have been very, very, very
it
emotional.
it it was
Was their mind
was
prepared
an
before that time? Did they know that they're going to have a child with a congenital anomaly?
experience. They don't, because it was not a booked patient, and these
Ah.
people, these outside people, then they were not family. They don't like coming to the hospital. It was because we were there. We were trying to encourage them to come. So I think
Mm,
they heard that there are some midwives that are there now that they should go
mm,
to the health center to deliver. They have competent midwives. That was
mm,
why they came. So
mm,
even when they came, there was no scan. They came in the night. We were not able to send them to do scan because they had to travel to the to the
mm,
nearby town to get scan done. So it
mm,
was a kind of blind, let me call it like that, a
mm,
blind procedure. So that was why we don't even know what we were expecting. Do you understand?
mm,
So when
mm.
we we're trying to palpate, we didn't feel the head actually, but there was Peter heart. We were feeling the Peter heartbeats. Do you get? But
Mm.
delivering, it was we were expecting breach, oh, but only for the head to come out to become an encephaly. But the most how will I put it now? The I was so emotional because I was not really able to sympathize with the parent because of the language barrier. So although I look for
Oh,
people be able to explain to them, but from our facial expression and
and
our
the
gesticulation,
body
they were able
language and the
to language.
hugging.
Yeah, thank you. So
I'm
they
actually
were
going
able
to hug
to
that woman for
understand
straight
that.
maybe 15 minutes. I'll be hugging her, telling her
Ah,
it is well, it
in
is
fact,
well.
I could not leave the woman. I could not leave her. I stood with her. I don't know the different Hausa. I was just speaking to her that day just to sympathize with her. But oh my God, it was not an easy experience. That was one of the challenges I faced as
Hmm.
a midwife in my early years of
Hmm.
practice. So
Wow.
after the service, I
Hmm.
wanted to stay back, oh, but how long will I going to continue with the language? Because assuming they understand at least if they will be able to communicate a little bit of English, it would have been better. But
Yeah.
and coupled with the fact that those crises over there I had to come back. I was working in different private hospitals, but in that place, we're not able to practice that midwifery as such because the first private hospital I practice, they don't really have more delivery, more antenatal cases and the likes. So it was just main medical, surgical, whatever nursing that I was practicing then before I now got
Hmm.
a job with my state, the
Hmm.
state government. So it was then I started practicing. I was able to, practice well as a midwife. I
Hmm.
was able to walk
Hmm.
and carry all the skills, and I was able to, especially in terms of health education, because me, I like to talk, I like to educate people, I like to
Yeah.
impart people with knowledge. So
Hmm.
over there, I was not able to communicate fluently with them. So I would
Hmm.
just be mixing the information. But when
Mixing
I go back
everything
to my state,
together.
then
Rice and beans.
I'm telling you, if they understand, they will shall be nodding. If they nod, I will know that even they will not understand, they will shall be nodding and say, "Oh, I get it." But I know that
Oh.
I'm not fulfilled because I don't get
Hmm.
that feedback that I want. But
Hmm.
when I go back to my state, yes, we understand that. I speak English to you. If you don't understand, I change it to Yoruba for you. So we're able
Hmm.
to understand ourselves, and I was so
Hmm.
that I'm doing what I wanted to do. So
Hmm.
that's that about my practice as a midwife. Thank you.
Uh, we have said so much about Enenkefali that even even to answer that question, sef, the questions have joined together. Okay, this is actually an amazing one. Thank you so much for sharing with us this afternoon. We are really pleased to hear your story, and
Thank
it's like we are going to have you back on the studio in a few weeks' time. Please, yes, we are going to have you back on the studio in a few weeks' time so that you will share. Yeah, thank you. So that you share with us your other experiences. I believe this particular experience is enough to drink water on and swallow and digest. All right, thank you so much, Nurse Blessing Adesuyi, for sharing with us. I never knew that story would come out. I actually came with just my first question, and we have not even explored the other questions. All right. Thank you so much. We are really pleased that you shared with us. I believe that this video will be a blessing to other people. Right, especially people that like running away from posting. Posting you're supposed to go, you don't know whether it's that posting you see you're an enkefali, but you won't go. When you now see it
that's
in real life, you will now open your mouth and say, "Ha,
that's
what is this one?" And you now hold the baby, you now start crying. Imagine a midwife hold a newborn, and you yourself are supposed to console people. You are now the one weeping because you are scared out of your wits end. Right? It makes sense. Thank you so much. All right, see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and put on your notification bell so that anytime we release any other video, you'll be notified. Thank you so much. Once again, I am Adesua Oni, the Step Up Nurse.